Night just announced they launched about 45 minutes ago. I'm on my way to work, which goes through a park. Hopefully we can play a little bit on the way. Ooh, look at all those inns. There's a greenhouse. I don't know if there's anything that I can do though. Okay, nothing yet. So I haven't actually watched a whole lot of gameplay footage. I'm gonna skip the augmented reality for right now because otherwise you can't see me. So I haven't watched a whole lot of gameplay footage, and because of that, I don't really know a whole lot about the game. I've been trying to avoid it. Ooh, a fair. That was terrible. Ooh. It's a lot harder to walk and cast than it is in Pokemon Go to throw a ball. Oh, this is a terrible flobberworm or whatever. And it's resisting my spells. That's terrible. Oh my goodness. Ooh, there you go. Okay, yeah, the flobberworm has been returned to Slug and Jigger's apothecary. So I'm walking through Tsuchigaoka Park, which is one of the bigger parks in my city. It's very, very nice. There's plenty of inns and fortresses, I assume, if it's anything like the map on Pokemon Go. I don't always walk through this park to get to work, but today I'm gonna take a little bit of PTO, just under an hour, and walk around a little bit. That should almost get me to level up. Maybe. Yeah, there you go. Oh, so you get a port key, portment, all those things. Cool. Provide a daily list of critically important assignments. Okay, so I get to start the tasks. That's fun. Okay, let's get back to playing. Oh, there's a hawk. An ice confoundable. He's never very good at writing A's. Ooh. So I guess this is when potions would be very helpful, huh? I'll use one of these. I've heard you get a lot of them. They're kind of like berries in Pokemon Go, right? Ooh. Looks like I'm gonna have to practice my casting. But there you go, got it out. That's funny. Okay, keep walking. So this time of day, this park is full of people walking to work, walking to school, or just getting some exercise and enjoying their mornings. It is one of the, I'd say it's one of the 5 bigger parks that's still in the city. Professor Sprout. Finite incantaram. Thankfully, I got plenty of energy from the free gift. Oh, there she is. Okay. Neville will be happy. So I think that this game in Japan will not be quite as popular as Pokemon Go. I think Pokemon Go is still king. On the weekends, at some of the gyms when there's a raid, you can see hundreds of people, or at least dozens of people, playing at a time. Sometimes they're friends, sometimes they're talking, but about half the time they are not at all they're not at all doing anything unless it's like a big raid and they're all celebrating. Now when you go out more, like we used to live in a different part of the town and there was a smaller community of people who'd play all day, mostly retired age Japanese people, and they were very friendly and they would always try to talk to me even though I didn't speak any Japanese. It was very nice though. But I would do a lot of raids in Pokemon Go with them a couple years ago. Doubler's Memory Cabinet. That's a good name for a band. More Wizarding Rock bands. I think Harry and the Potters released a new album this spring. In case you haven't checked that out, check it out. That one was a lot easier. I guess I should probably have a potion on right now. Get some extra XP on. Level up a little faster. Yeah. I can only play for like 25 minutes, then I should really head into work. I've got class second block. And what a confoundable it is. So I'm going to put the Quibbler in a bubble. No, I'm going to put, I see. Those guys go in a bubble. How am I doing on batteries? Doing okay. But I should probably skip a lot of these placements until my brain elixir is So, a newt spleen, perfect. I always needed one of those. The screen's actually not bright enough right now. Don't forget to swish and flick, of course. I'm gonna go over here. I think oh, they departed. I think that on the tutorial, it was a lot easier to get a masterful than it is so far today. I think I had to do that part of the tutorial about 6 times, and I got a masterful 4 out of those 6 times. Let's see. What? These animations are great. Those animations, not so great. I mean, they're very nice, whoever made them. Get some XP for leveling up. Should probably put on a port key too, huh? Oh, okay, I need a port. Manto first. Bitterroot. Oh man, those are a lot farther away than they are in Pokemon Go. Quite close enough for this, huh? Exit out, skip the spell. So it looks like you don't have to be super close, and also it looks like the park is not as popular as it used to be. So I'm gonna go through this neighborhood, get to the main road. It's a little disappointing. It's such a pretty park. walking. I actually have to go pick up my bike too. It's at my friend's house over here. Shout out to Spirit Child 07 for being one of our first followers. Let's check all these out while I'm waiting on traces. I guess it needs, there's an update. So now there's more, there you go. More options. I think probably also I leveled up, so there's more options to take photos. Filch, Mrs. Norris. That was really bad. You think he set that himself? Or maybe Miss Norris did it on accident. There. A Kneasel. So cute. So I was half expecting the game to come out this morning, but also not at all expecting it. I did not keep my hopes up. Thought about taking today off just in case, but I decided against it. Just gotta keep tapping. As always, looks like the more you walk, the more traces show up. Gnomes. That's my time. It's still pretty good. I should probably go through any of these. Constance Pickering. I wonder why they chose that name. Is it because she's constantly in there picking at things? Or is she Constance Pickering? One-handed. But it was only good. Gifts are so cute. So I should be able to choose my profession in the next level. Just picking up my bike real quick. Fortunately, my chain is apparently rusted out. Let's get that first. Walk closer. Another fire-breathing chicken and a canoe. Wonder if you get points for going faster when you cast. Oh, I left my light's on. It's more stuff. So like I said, this is my first look into doing all this stuff. I've been trying to avoid gameplay and as many of the guides as I can. Sometimes I just get curious. Sylph is pretty good at those thumbnails, you know, so I can't help myself but watching. Ooh, that's good. So it looks like I have enough to brew an external potion, and it takes 2 hours. Bins, a couple of fortresses. Guess I probably can't do any fortresses yet because I don't even have a profession. Let's see. I got some wormwood, but I won't be here in an hour. Some bitter root, I could do that in 7 hours. That's 4 o'clock, maybe not then. Snowdrop. I'm looking for a longer term. Oops. Greenhouses. I don't have anything super long term, so I will hold off on that. Was that the Weasley's clock? Cool. Those gnomes. I always imagine them a little bit smaller than that. How's my potion doing? Is there a time? Yeah, there's 12 minutes left on it. Ten foundables already. Some sort of cabal. Good old Hermione. So I hope that these assignments change. I imagine they will in the first day, because I've not even been playing for 20 minutes. Oh, here's the actual storyline, huh? By returning as many foundables as possible, Constance, why do we call the things the Calamity steals foundables? Who came up with that? Ooh, this is good for tutorial stuff, huh? That was Miss Granger's idea. Foundables were lost, and now they are found. Foundables. Personally, I think it's brilliant. And confoundables, meaning like against finding, they're also confusing. Harry, what exactly does the Calamity steal? Shouldn't you know? Any number of things, artifacts, people, creatures, and even memories. About the only thing that is consistent between the one and the next is that every foundable is valued by someone. That's interesting. That which is loved the most is made the most vulnerable. Of course. It only makes sense, right? That was terrible. But apparently it was good. It's Leviosa. In case you ever wondered if I can write my letters very well, I can't. First grade was hard for me, okay? I'm right at an inn. Perfect. Perfect. Still works. Cool. See if there's anything new from here. Not from there, but from the achievements. Yeah, plenty. Oh, one friend. That's nice that they've got like an achievements list that you can pick from. I'm gonna go sit over here and pause real quick. nothing else. Didn't expect that. Maybe I should go ahead and get that kickstand now. Figure out what some of these menus do. I'll rate it later. It's been truly spectacular. Combination of determination and skill is rare, and I have received approval so we can offer you some specialized training. Oh, thanks, Hermione. If you've ever... Are they just gonna do it, or are they gonna... Okay. Let's see about this. Set this watermark. Okay, I've heard some people recommend A to Z screen recorder. I tried this one because it has a few things that I would like to try, but I gotta do some setting up first. I'll see you in a little bit.